It is badass. Hey guys, welcome in.
Oh, we're here! Draft reaction video!
Damn right.
Jamie, it's storming outside. It's Thirst Trap Thursday. You know who you're looking at. Let me get better. Let me look at the camera. You know who you're looking at. This is Eli. This is my main man, the host, Jay Dizzle, Jay Dog.
Oh shit!
The man of the hour.
We got the Lions pick coming up.
We're in person. The Lions are about to pick at 12. I have some reaction. Why Will Levis hasn't been taken yet? How the Eagles got the steal of the draft with Jalen Carter at number 9. There are plenty of reactions going on. Oh my God!
Fuck yeah, there's actually plenty of reactions going on. 2 QBs.
Oh, they took Gibbs!
Holy!
Oh shit! Okay, no. We're fantasy podcast hosts, Jay.
Jesus Christ!
What does this mean? Let's give instant analysis on that. What does this mean for first of all, Jamal Williams, who had 17 touchdowns last season?
Well, Jamal Williams is down, and he's with the Saints.
Well, I didn't know that. I know that now, and that probably isn't a good sign for Alvin Kamara's fantasy value if Jamal Williams down. But what about DeAndre Swift? Oh no, and he's got an injury history. But you would assume that Jahmyr Gibbs is going to supplant DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, well, they've got the Bears running back.
And David Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery's there.
So it's going to be a Gibbs and Montgomery backfield moving forward?
Yeah, more than likely. Probably a little Swift, probably up in there. All depends on, as long as he stays
relatively healthy.
Yeah. More than likely. But Gibbs going to the Lions, dude, that's going to be fucking huge. Oh, that's huge.
See, guys, we haven't streamed in a while with the football. So, had I known that, had I done a scroll at the bottom, I would have known that Jamal Williams was a Saint. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Right? But no, I mean, it's crazy to think about. The Texans went back to back draft picks, so they got their freaking quarterback for their franchise now. So now I think they need to get a wide receiver. Their wide receivers,
worst in the league.
Yeah, I don't like any of them. They did get.
You could argue the Patriots. There's a few bad teams at receiver, but the Texans might be the worst.
Yeah,
especially losing Brandon Cooks. Like they gotta get a receiver. You know what? They said fuck it. They're like, hey, look, we're the Texans. We've been struggling for years. We had a good run with Deshaun Watson for a little bit. Made a couple playoff runs. Do you trade back into the first round for a second time? Do they move up so they can get Quentin Johnston, who's a local kid, went to TCU, who's kind of a boomer bust guy, or maybe Jordan Addison, who's a safer bet, more of a slot guy, from USC. Like I would assume they have to get another receiver.
Yeah, they have to. I don't like it. There's a few guys. I was thinking maybe since they were going to go back to back that they were going to get Jigba, so they have that, so they can have that 1-2 combo.
Yeah, I agree. No, I
do it with the same things that were, like Cincinnati did. Jalen Hurts with freaking what's his name, Devontae Williams or Devontae Smith with the Eagles. So I figured they were going to maybe do that, and that's what I was hoping for, anyways.
You know what? Let's
Chad, you're right, man. It did. I honestly, I mentioned earlier in a Discord. Well, I heard this, I heard the rumors or whatever it was that the Falcons are maybe going to possibly take, freaking Bijan Johnson. So it's just like
he called it at 3:44 p.m. Central Time. I don't care what time zone you're in. Jake called it. He said that Bijan Robinson, that'll be, by the way, Bijan in Atlanta. Think about some of the track record of running backs. You had Jamal Anderson. Remember the Dirty Birds?
Oh yeah, Dirty Birds. Fuck yeah.
You had Michael Turner the Burner. Remember those early Matt Ryan years? Turner was a great running back. Then you had Cordarrelle's been good the last few years. Yep. Cordero scored a bunch of touchdowns. I mean, so there's they had Todd Gurley. Obviously he was shot, but I mean he was a big name running back. So they've had some big name running backs in there. That number 8 pick? What does that mean for Tyler Algier? What does that mean for the backfield? Because Algier was 1,000-yard rookie running back. I mean,
he was.
He's not some scrub that you're upgrading. I mean, really, is it going to be a Bijan, Tyler 1-2 punch, or I don't know? Just because you were big on Algier last year, what are you thinking?
Well, Bijan, I think this is going to be a 1-2 punch because
I love it, dude.
Bijan with the speed, Algier with the freaking brute, pretty much through the tackles. So I think this is going to be a 1-2 punch.
You know what? Dude, they ain't getting it done through the air, especially with my boy from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay. Marcus Mariota, you weren't going to get it done with him. Unless they aren't taking a quarterback now. Obviously, they made their bed with Bijan.
Is Tampa Bay going to take Will Levis?
Yes. I was going to say that. Yes. Chad, Eric, anybody else that's you know what? I'm waiting because I thought Tennessee I was telling him we were sipping on some tequila. I'd show you the bottle.
Oh yeah. By the way, we still have to take our shots.
Get.
Oh, it's right back there. Be careful. There it is.
Get the shots.
Shots.
You know what? Listen, how many times do you get the two of us on cam together? Usually I'm in that cramped townhome in Sioux Falls. This is the best of both worlds. You're getting it straight. He was at the gas station earlier. Right. You guys know I deliver liquor. Jay was there. I was taking a piss, and I'm like, oh shit. It's the world famous host of the Out of Rhythm podcast, and I was like, I'm trying to get checked in here so that I got a long day on Thursday, guys. I'm like the damn Rock. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? You smell what I'm cooking? I've been up since 3:25 this morning.
Hey, I was still up, dude.
And he was still up. He was texting me. He saw along. He's like, we can stream. And I was like, you know what? Usually after my long, 14-hour day, I'm tired. I need a cat nap to kind of reinvigorate myself. But you know what? I said, fuck it. I went and I did my job. I did a little bit of hour workout, did some cardio. Did some abs,
a little bit of this,
and Jay gave me some tequila he's got, and you know what? Is it this the Crown, or is this Don Julio?
Don Julio.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, that's so smooth. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
So
you can smell me from here. You damn right, Eric.
Well, with all that freaking Florida heat, yeah.
Yeah. You got all that humidity down there. We ain't got none up here. We just got rain. We just got lots of rain, Eric.
So let's step back here for a minute. Chad says it means they don't see Aguilar as a 17-game starter.
He might be. Chad might be right. Chad might be onto something there.
It all depends too what kind of scheme they want to. What kind of scheme they wanted going on? Because if you think about it, they had Cordell Patterson, who really didn't pan out to be that that running back wide receiver star that they wanted in the first place. And once Tyler got there, that kind of went away. I mean, they did that for a little bit, but then that just kind of went away. So, in turns, I think he will be he'll be playing 17 games. There's no way that he's going to be like sitting on the bench.
No, as long as he's healthy, he's good. Yeah, and these guys, which makes sense. He's not huge. Yeah, no. How many backs are Derrick Henry? How many backs are Adrian Peterson?
Or freaking Eddie Lacy?
Eddie Lacy. Like some of these giant. I'll give you an old school reference, Chad. You're an old school guy like me. Remember the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye? Huh? You remember him from the Chiefs? How many backs are built like that? How many Bo Jacksons are out there? No, most of these running backs are like 5'9", 5'10", 200 pounds, 210, 215. They're not big guys. Like I said, they have a shelf life. So, you know what? Why not team Bijan? He's got that one. I've been saying it for a while. You can say, well, Eli, hey, I don't know if he's got 1,400 yard potential. It doesn't matter. He's got the one name. Okay, Zeke. Jamie knows.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Zeke was a damn good back. He was never the best, but Zeke was, at times top 5, top 10. He's got the one name.
Yeah.
Saquon.
Yeah.
Saquon, you could argue, is the best running back in the league now, or one of them. Saquon's got a one name. Bijan is a one name. Bijan, it's got star written all over it. These Falcons jerseys, these Bijan Robinson jerseys, are going to fly off the shelves.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be I was telling Jay, before we started streaming, I'll see what you think, but I think he's going to have a top 10 jersey. By the end of the year, Bijan Robinson is going to have a top 10 selling jersey in the NFL. So this is good. This is good for business, and it's good for the backfield because Arthur Smith, he loves the running game. He came from Tennessee. Who the hell they have Ryan Tannehill? They're trying to replace Ryan Tannehill. I'm surprised they didn't take Will Levis there.
Right?
Which secretly I'm actually smiling about because my beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers are sitting there and they're going to jump on it and they're going to take Will Levis. And he's coming to Tampa. But for the time being, I'll see what Jay thinks. But yeah, top 10. I think he's going to be in the top 10 in jersey sales. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers will be there too. The number 8 jersey. It's been confirmed now. He'll use the number 8 that he used back in college. So Aaron Rodgers is going to be using the number 8 with the Jets.
Yeah, I think honestly, that as soon as they can get these jerseys printed off, there's going to be people
flying out. Yeah,
people will be flocking. People will be flocking to get this.
Yeah. They'll be flocking. No pun intended. They'll be flocking. Be doing the dirty bird.
Chad says Levis might not get drafted.
Oh, what? No, he's coming. Did you see? That's why I'm wearing this hoodie, Chad. You know where he's coming. You know where he's coming to Tampa. He's a workout. He's a workout fiend, just like your boy Chad.
So Chad adds, there has been many warning signs that he had zero draft interest, and his team fueled all the rumors. And that is really, I mean, if you think about it, Zach Wilson came from BYU, and look at I think Levis is going to be better than frickin' Wilson.
Look, Chad, I understand your hesitation. Zach Wilson has been a bust. They were saying all the right things at that press conference with Aaron Rodgers. We want Zach to learn be under the learning tree of Aaron Rodgers. No, they know Zach Wilson can't play. They know Zach Wilson's a bum. Well, that's why they went and got a 40-year-old quarterback. You know what? You got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that, Chad, because guess what? Pick number 19. Okay? Packers ain't taking a quarterback. Let's go down the list here. You know what? I was lazy and didn't do a stream. I deserve that. How long? I work a long day. Yeah. I worked a long day. You know what? And so I didn't do a stream. And if I did, I would have the draft order, but I know all you fools are watching ESPN. So I'm going to give you my thoughts. Packers ain't taking a quarterback. Patriots ain't taking a quarterback. Because, if they don't go with Mac Jones, they're going to go with Bailey Zappi. Okay? They ain't going to take quarterback there.
Yeah.
Jets just traded for Aaron Rodgers. They ain't taking a quarterback. Commanders, I don't like Sam Howell, but I guess they're going to roll with him. Okay, whatever.
Hey, I'm a fan of Sam Howell. Why not?
Jay loves UNC. So he's a little more upbeat about Sam Howell than I am, which is fine. Maybe Sam Howell ends up being a 25-touchdown quarterback. I don't know. Steelers, they just took Pickett, hometown boy. They ain't going to sabotage him yet. No. Detroit Lions, maybe, I mean, I liked what I saw with Jared Goff last year.
I think Goff
people forget Jared Goff is still under 30.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he was still I think he was a top 15. Yeah,
he was a top 15 quarterback, 9-8, under 30. To me, that's like, and the guy went to a Super Bowl with the Rams. I know it's a Sean McVay and whatever. People made all the excuse in the world. It's like Jared Goff is a decent quarterback. He's not horrible. So, but that's always up in the air. But guess who's at number 19? Guess who's at number 19? It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We ain't rolling in there with Kyle Trask. You might as well just pack in the season. If they don't take, I'll tell you this right now, Chad. If they don't take get that camera on me. If they don't take Will Levis at number 19, it's a 2-15. See, it's gonna be like the 2014 Bucks. Call up Lovie Smith, okay? Call him in to start sabotaging games so we can get the number 1 pick. Because if we ain't taking Will Levis this year, we're damn sure going to take Caleb Williams or Jamie's boy Drake May from UNC. We're going to take them next year. You need a quarterback. Kyle Trask ain't the answer.
Yeah,
he wasn't great at Florida. He's not going to be a great NFL quarterback.
Well, what does that mean for Florida State now? What what kind of quarterback? I think I've seen some stuff for the freaking 2014 guy or 2024 or 2024 guys that were coming out. I think there were some guys out that were coming out. I think it was a Florida State guy, but
I know the two main guys. You caught me sleeping. I'm sleeping at the wheel. I didn't do my research beyond Caleb Williams and Drake May. I know FSU. They're in the top 10 of preseason rankings. So I think they're number 8 or 9. So FSU must have a good quarterback. I'd have to look it up.
The kid that was with the Sooners. He's with South Carolina. He's coming out this year.
Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, he's coming out. He's coming out next year.
2024?
Yep, 2024. Yep.
I watched a Netflix I think it was Netflix documentary on Spencer Rattler. Yeah. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
He's kind of a dick, but guy can play quarterback a little bit.
Yep. So
mid-round pick.
Yeah.
Early projection for 2024. I'd say Spencer Rattler is third, 4th round pick.
Maybe he's probably a day 2 guy. Probably there'll be somebody that will want him. Big Dog says thought the Packers should have taken a tight end instead. I mean, if they need help with line or whoever they took out, I think they're going to need some offensive line. They're honestly going to need some more wide receivers for sure. Why not get Jordan Addison? Why not get a
Yeah, where the fuck was Jordan Addison with that 13 pick or Kincaid from Utah? Or you could have traded back. You got Mike Maher from Notre Dame. Like, I get what you're saying with the tight end. Definitely need an upgrade over. I think Tanyan's gone, isn't he?
No, I don't think I've seen tight end go. Oh, I think they're still tight end. I think, yeah. I haven't seen anything yet.
I thought Tanyan was a free agent. Like they're start. Remember the Packers tight end?
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't dig too much into that, but yeah.
And 80-year-old Mercedes Lewis. But,
yeah. Most definitely.
That would have been definitely. No, I agree. You could have traded back and got Dalton Kincaid from Utah, who Jay likes more than Michael Maher.
Yeah,
I like Maher, but
I'm a Ute fan ever since I seen Zach Moss and their other quarterback Tyler Huntley or whatever it was that was down there with Utah. They both tore it up.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, I'm lazy with the scroll. I'm bad. Slap me on the wrist. I didn't put that Lamar Jackson contract in there, but had Lamar not been signed, Tyler Huntley could have very well been the starting quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
So the Utes have been cranking out offensive players the last 5 years.
Actually, I just seen here. I was looking at map 24/7 Sports. They actually put out. I seen from all the colleges where they're coming out. North Dakota and South Dakota, we've had at least. North Dakota had about 4 guys. We had about 3 guys. But Florida had like 300 odd some players in the NFL. So you can see where a lot of these prospects are coming from, or freaking California.
Well, these fuckers are from down south.
Yeah. If you think about it, there's hardly anybody. Unluckily, freaking the Eagles tight end. He came from SDSU. Freaking Pierre Strong. He came from SDSU. He's with the Patriots. So we've had a few. There's actually a SDSU guy supposed to be in this draft. I can't remember if he was a tight end or what. So maybe he could be a late freaking 3-4th round draft pick sometime. But yeah, that was kind of interesting when I seen some of that stuff that I was like, I'm like, isn't that crazy, man? So what do you think about Bryce?
Like,
hey, Donovan, we're just pretty much talking about anything. Pretty much talking about.
Look! Superstar, huh? Superstar chiming in, huh? You think this is Tuesdays, huh? You think this is Sundays? Wednesday? What night haven't you been on, Donovan? You've been on every night. You've whored yourself out.
No, so Donovan, we're pretty much just kind of reacting to all these picks. We're just kind of discussing.
Getting it raw, Donovan. I know you like it raw.
Yeah, just like you said last night or the other night. "Oh, you getting some nudes or something?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was actually trying to get some shit for our for our stream, and you guys were talking about dinner tables and nudes.
Yeah.
What? I was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Who's the fourth? Who's the third and fourth leg at the table holding the table up? It's the two of us. You know who it is.
No, we were just kind of, just kind of talking about each little pick, whatever, Gibbs and freaking, Bijan going to, Atlanta, so we were just kind of bouncing around here a little bit. So I mean, nothing really like straightforward. It's just all reactions to what's going on. So the Jets are up here; they're gonna be picking here shortly. So what
Cover bullshit. Sorry.
Right. So what do you think about Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud?
And I had some thoughts. Like I was telling Jay, I was at the gym here up in Aberdeen. While I saw the picks, one of the guys was coming by. He saw it was kind of funny. He saw the Bucks hoodie, and he's like, "Oh, Carolina." I guess he didn't know Carolina had traded up previously to the number 1 pick, and I was like, "Yeah, I hope they fail. I hope they fail because you know who I bleed for? Pewter, red, and black. You know who I love." But Bryce Young, Colin Cowherd, I love Colin Cowherd. I was listening to the Herd. He said this, I think beginning of the week or last week, he was saying that Bryce Young is he's the answer right now, but he's not like a 10, 15-year quarterback because of his size. And I agree. I think Bryce Young is a professional, but like we've seen with everybody's fallen in love with the tiny quarterback. There's a reason why that, remember Doug Flutie and Fran Tarkenton, a lot of the legends of the game, there was a couple legends that were tiny guys, 5'10", 6 foot. There's a reason why most quarterbacks are 6'3", 225, 230 pounds. It's because they can take a beat.
So,
and Bryce Young is I'll let Jay get in there, but Bryce Young, 5'10", 200 pounds. Let me repeat. That's like cornerback size.
Well, it was funny because they were was it Da Vinci from the one of the old coaches? He said he was even shorter. Like he's 5'10". I think Bryson Young is just about or a little bit shorter than him.
He's a tiny. He's
that's right. He's the same size as freaking Murray from Atlanta.
People knocked, I loved me before this year. I loved me some Kyler Murray. I'm gonna admit it. I made a trade with Chad because I love me some Kyler Murray. But you have to sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and be like, look, you're 5'10".
Most definitely.
And in everyday life, a 5'10", 200, 205 pound, that's a good sized guy. That's a guy you see at the gym. Like, okay, he's pretty built. That's a guy that, could hold his own. Warehouse, construction, anywhere. But in the NFL, when you're with giant men, I mean, you're average size quarterback, like I said, 6'3", average. It's a lot of 6'4", 6'5" guys. Like, you're working up a steep hill. And I know people have fallen in love because of Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, but they're thicker. So I got so much bullshit going through me. I can't. The phlegm is coming up. It's coming up. Oh God. But they, dude, he's a small man. Like Russ was thick. Drew Brees was thick. I mean, these guys were like, they were short, but they were like, I bet Drew Brees is hung in the pants. I bet he's got a thick cock too. Yeah, I said it. We're getting canceled because I said Drew Brees has a thick cock. Whatever. I don't care.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see the viewership go down. But these guys were like thick, okay? Bryce Young's a tiny guy. He takes a couple wrong hits, he's out. And I think he's a good leader. I think he's accurate. He's got all the quarterback intangibles. But I'm a wrestling fan too, and I remember hearing something from WWE, the biggest wrestling company. They were talking about a guy named Adam Cole. Adam Cole is in a different company. He's in AEW now. But they were saying Adam Cole, who's like 5'10", legit. They were saying if he was 6'2", 6'3", he'd be our champion. Like he'd be in Roman Reigns' spot. Because he can talk, he can work, he can do all these things, but he's tiny. We don't trust. And he just got a couple concussions. He just came off like a 6-month concussion holdout. He was injured, and they didn't know if because he's a small guy. And there's a lot of small guys in AEW, but I just to bring my wrestling fandom into that. But
actually, did you see that they actually got a new world title now?
Yeah, the World Heavyweight Championship, fucking love it. And I hope they put it on Edge. Josh, who plays in our football leagues, was put it up on Facebook. He was saying something about Edge. Hey, wouldn't it be a great story if Edge was the World Heavyweight Champion? You fucking right, it would be. I love Edge.
I would love to see Edge at least have one more title, and then
if it's gonna kind of be the Raw main title, Roman's the guy. But if it's going to be like the net, 1A kind of guy, I wouldn't mind if it was Edge, or I like Seth Rollins, one of those kind of guys. I'm fine with. But use as analysis, like Bryce Young has got all the intangibles except size, and that's a big thing when you have fucking 6'5", 300-pound guys, 280-pound built guys landing on top of you, hitting you at different angles. And durability, I don't trust. I mean, Josh Allen is 6'5", 235 pounds, and Josh Allen's getting beat up and smacked around. So, you don't think little Bryce Young isn't gonna be? And I like all his intangibles, but it's like I think he's got the potential to be a bust. I think C.J. Stroud, who was the number 2 pick, I think he could be. You know what? I'll be polite. I'm sorry, Jay. What do you think about Bryce Young at 1? I think he's got the intangibles, but I don't think he's going to be a long term. He's not going to be fucking Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. One of those. You know what I mean? Like one of those 15-year.
So Bryce Young he's got Dameon Pierce, Devin Singletary as their running backs. And then they got freaking Noah Brown, Nico Collins, Brevin Jordan, John Mitchie, Amari Rogers, and they got Dalton Schultz as their kind of their.
Could you have any more number 4 receivers as your? They traded back up. Jay, and didn't take a receiver. They don't even have a number 2. You had Noah Brown. It was Noah Brown.
Wait, hold on. My bad. Hold on. That was C.J. Stroud that went to Texas. Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I messed.
He meant, but the Texans they're dumb. I'm sorry. Will Anderson's probably gonna be a sack guy, but it's like, dude, you need help on offense. But like in terms of Carolina, I think you were trying to get at, they got Terrence Marshall, Adam Thielen, guys like that.
Yeah.
That help out, Bryce. But
yeah. So pretty much I was looking at quarterbacks for I was thinking Texans. I thought it was Bryson, but no. So pretty much it comes down to see what does CJ Stroud got for an offense that can help him out succeed. But I think he's kind of, if he needs to run, he can run too. So I think he's similar to the guy who will not be named. So if he does, he's got capabilities of running if he needs to. But I mean, I think he's learned to kind of be more of a pocket passer, hopefully. But he can, if he needs to, I think he can be like a Justin Fields. But hopefully he's not racking up the number of freaking rushing yards.
You know what? There hasn't been a single Ohio State quarterback that has ever made the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And there's, I mean, look at, sorry for the late, what was it? Dwayne Haskins, late Dwayne Haskins. He was kind of a bust. He shipped him out of Washington, Pittsburgh. He was a backup. There was obviously Justin Fields, Craig Krenzel back in the day, Terrell Pryor, who had to switch positions.
So I think
there's a whole litany of successful Ohio State quarterbacks that haven't transferred to the NFL.
Yeah.
Because they work with the best. I mean, we talk about how many fucking first round Ohio State receivers they have every year. And so these guys are working. These quarterbacks are working with elite guys. Look who the fuck is Will Levis working with? Like, who was Josh Allen working with at Wyoming? Who was Lamar Jackson working with at Louisville? Obviously Joe Burrow was working with Jamar Chase and Jefferson at LSU. I mean, that's
But yeah, it makes difference. If you have elite quarterbacks or elite wide receivers, they're going to amp up your freaking quarterback. I mean, Josh, he was at Wyoming. That team, they're an underdog fucking
Fuck yeah, they
college
are.
team.
They got nobody.
I'm more likely.
You wouldn't go to school. Would you go to Laramie, Wyoming? Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't care if they have no state income tax. We got no state income tax in South Dakota. We go nowhere.
But so Bryce Young, he's actually got Maheem Blackshear, Spencer Brown, Chuba Hubbard, and Miles Sanders as their running backs. He's got DJ Shark. He's got Hayden Hurst, Terrence Marshall, Laviska Chenaults.
My main man, Laviska.
Yep. He's got and Adam Thielen. So he's got talent around him that can be. I like Terrence Marshall as a sleeper this year.
Obviously, I'd love CMC more at running back, but I mean
he's not there.
He's not there. But Miles Sanders had a top 10 running backs, with the Eagles. He did. Look at all the statistical categories. He was in the top 10 in all of them. Like Miles Sanders, damn good back, and I think he's got a couple productive years left for sure. Adam Thielen. Maybe he wants to prove it like Aaron Rodgers did with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers shows up with a clean haircut and he's ready to go. Dyed some of his gray in his beard. He's ready to go. Maybe Adam Thielen shows up at Carolina. He's like, you know what? My home state, my hometown team cut me. They basically said, Adam, we don't need you anymore. Maybe go down to Carolina and prove a point. Like, hey, I'm going to turn this rook. And I'm gonna crank out another 1,000-yard receiver because in drafts, in fantasy drafts, people are gonna be low on Adam Thielen. They just are. They're gonna forget about him. Like, okay, they're gonna cast him off.
I think Thielen will be a good third guy.
I think he can be Carolina's number 2. I do. I really do.
Probably he's number 2, but like a number 3 wide
in fantasy, three definitely.
Number
yeah.
3.
Yeah,
more than likely.
Absolutely.
So here, let's just get to a couple comments here.
Yep.
Eric says, "Look how Russ is fading in Denver."
For now, wait till that was with your boy Nathaniel Hackett, Eric. Okay, wait until Sean Payton gets his hands on Russ. Russ gets refocused. Russ ain't that old. He's only 34. Russ can rebound.
I mean, they do got some good. I mean, you got Tim Patrick coming back from his ACL tear. I had shares with Tim Patrick. I have Tim Patrick in my dynasty, so he is a good number 2 or number 3. I mean, he's tall. I liked what he did last year, so I mean, with that, and I mean, I like Jerry Jeudy, Courtney Sutton. I'm not so
Judy in the skies.
Yeah, so I
with
like
glasses.
I like Jeudy a little bit more over Sutton, and I know he was more of a Sutton guy. I was more of a Jeudy guy. And
love Courtland Sutton,
and you could tell Jeudy was better than Sutton last year.
And honestly, I told Jay this. I thought they would have shipped Courtland Sutton out. I did.
There were speculations that they wanted to.
I thought. I think the Browns ended up trading for somebody else, but I thought the Browns were going to trade for Courtland Sutton.
The Browns ended up getting Elijah Moore.
Yeah, see, that's I thought that would have been the Courtland Sutton spot.
Yeah,
but you know what? Denver's going to run it back. They're be like they're going to lick their wounds like a cat.
Yeah,
they're gonna lick the wounds.
Donovan says Bryce Young is a 5'10"
with his helmet.
But
that's probably how they fucking measured him at the draft.
Probably
combine.
So Big Dog says the Panthers might regret not taking Stroud.
No,
I think it's a toss up either way. Both these guys are going to be their franchise quarterbacks either way. I mean, if you think, but look back at what happened with Mariota and freaking Jameis Winston going back 1-2. This is going to be the talk. This is going to be the talk. If that's what I was just thinking about here. I'm like, well, how long has it been since Mariota and freaking Winston? There hasn't been another 1-2 combo that's gone since those.
And we saw how that worked out. Marcus Mariota couldn't. He was decent in Tennessee, but couldn't stay healthy. Jameis Winston couldn't stop throwing picks. Like Jameis, like I said, we said Jameis Winston is going to be the starting quarterback in for the San Antonio Brahmas in the XFL in 2024. Marcus Mariota ain't far behind him. I don't is Mariota still a free agent? See what happened to them. So and we were and they
Mariota signed somewhere else now.
But remember the 2013 national championship game when there was still a just a 2-team thing before the playoffs started. It was Oregon and Florida State. Remember Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, like these are the collision of the two future great quarterbacks. They weren't great. Jameis Winston threw 30 picks in a season. I saw it firsthand. And Marcus Mariota couldn't stay healthy, and now he's a career backup. So
yeah, he just re-signed with the Saints to stay with the Saints. So yeah, and now they got freaking Derek Carter there. So now
he ain't never seen the field. Derek Carr, he's not Patrick Mahomes, but he's good. Derek Holmes he's a good NFL quarterback.
Derek Holmes?
No, I'm sorry. Well, they should be. They just fuse them again. Derek Carr is a good NFL quarterback. Jameis Winston ain't never seen the field. He better hope and pray that Derek Carr goes down. He ain't never seen the field, especially Mr. Tight End, QB, running back, H-back, whatever the hell else, fantasy-wise, Taysom Hill. He ain't never seen the field at quarterback either. Derek Carr won't allow it. He'll be like, no, none of that Wildcat bullshit. None of that option, RPO shit. No, I'm a professional quarterback. Saints are going and they will. The Saints are going to win this division. I hate to say it. Saints are going to win the division. Saints are going to go 10-7 or 11-6. Sorry, that's a spoiler.
Yeah. So let's kind of recap here quick. How come this didn't?
And the Colts. You know what? I'm gonna get Jay. You were talking about recapping. I'm gonna get on the Colts trading up for not trading up, but taking Anthony Richardson at 4. I think it's a mistake. Somebody's talking about, the big dog was talking about, you're going to regret not taking C.J. Stroud at 1. Well, they're going to regret taking Anthony Richardson at 4. Will Levis was there. But now he's here. This is working out perfect. Aaron Rodgers fell in the Packers' lap in 2005. Okay, so this has happened before. Top quarterback prospect who was expected to go in the top 10 ends up falling in 19 into the 20. Randy Moss, one of the greatest receivers ever, fell to 20 in the 98 draft. So this has happened before. This ain't unprecedented. But you know what? That's a mistake. The Colts don't have, my thing is the coaching. The Colts don't have the coach. The Colts are a fucked up organization. They are. Jim Irsay is a moron. Shane Steichen was a decent. Yeah, this will be a YouTube short right here. This will be a fucking TikTok. Get it on me. I said it. I said Jim Irsay, the owner, is a fucking moron. Shane Steichen was lucky to work with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is an animal. Okay, Shane Steichen made No, he didn't. Jalen Hurts made Shane Steichen. Okay, that's gonna be a colossal failure. Anthony Richardson, that you're looking at the next EJ Manuel. You're looking at the next Jamarcus Russell. You're looking at the next Tim Couch. This guy is going to be this is bust city. Yeah, because they don't have the coaching that's necessary, because this guy is as raw as it gets. He's got a bunch. Yeah. He's got a big arm, big size, all that kind of shit. But so did all those other guys. You don't think Jamarcus Russell didn't have an arm? You don't think EJ?
All these big guys? Yeah, all these big guys. They didn't pan out. They didn't last.
You don't think Zach Wilson? I mean, Zach Wilson's a bust so far. You don't think Zach Wilson doesn't have an arm? All these guys have. They're NFL. I mean, they get drafted in the first round of an NFL draft. These guys all have talent. I mean, come on now. But it's just the intangible part that Anthony Richardson doesn't have. He's going to get terrible coaching because the Colts are incompetent. They are. I'm sorry. They got bailed out with Peyton Manning all those years, and Andrew Luck. Before he decided to P.S. I love you. Send his Dear John letter and fucking so he can go do whatever. Go study. He's a smart guy. Went to Stanford. Probably went to go study some shit instead of playing football. So he retires. They haven't had shit. They've had these recycled, should be retired quarterbacks like Phillip Rivers. Matt Ryan, maybe, fucking Carson Wentz for a cup of coffee.
Maybe they're trying to start a new leaf. I like some of the talent that is with the Colts. I mean, you got
Michael Pitt. They should be better. They have Michael Pittman Jr.
Yeah, they got Taylor. Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, they got Taylor. They had their Alec Pierce, the rookie from last year.
I like Pierce,
who actually did. Yeah, I think he had like 500, 600 yards.
For solid people. Chad was knocking him in one of our fantasy shows, but I mean, Pierce had a solid rookie year. If he was a fifth-year guy putting up those numbers, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's probably time for an upgrade. But for a rookie year, you know what? Maybe he jumps up to 900 yards or 1,000 yards, in 2023. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on too if if he's not running or just taking off or not being stupid with the ball. But I just hopefully he doesn't run off like
Sorry.
Hopefully he's not racking up the yards or whatever. Just a running quarterback.
Question, Jay. Are the Colts? I mean, we agree that the Colts are incompetent. Are they going to start Anthony Richardson day one, or do you go with Sam Ellinger or some other Nick Foles, whatever, some other random veteran quarterback?
They have Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. You're gonna put Gardner Minshew out there for half a year. Who the fuck do they have? I said it. Who the fuck do they have teaching him? That's my main concern. Maybe Anthony Richardson, if he went to Seattle, in a better situation, learn under Geno and some of the Seattle coaching staff. I thought that would have been a better spot for him. Maybe Minnesota, because there's no rush, because Kirk Cousins, he's not great, but he's a starting level NFL quarterback. There's no question about that. I mean, Kirk is always top 10 in stats, like wins is always hovering around 500 or in the playoffs. So it's like there's two right there, two better situations he could have ended up in. Seattle and Minnesota. Didn't end up in either. So I think he's gonna fail. I think what they're talking about. C.J. Stroud, maybe no. So Anthony Richardson. You mark it down here, Jay. You can come back 5 years. He will fail.
So Big Dog says Richardson could end up being a Colin Kaepernick or Kaepernick.
What, is he gonna take a kneel and get benched? Is that what you mean? Or is he gonna end up in a Super Bowl? I don't know.
I don't know. It's just gonna be a different story. It's hard saying it. I like his arm. He can throw it deep. Pittman is he's a deep route guy. Pierce is kind of that mid tier, and they need another slot guy up in there. I think Pittman's going to be their number one guy. I think if it works out or whoever. I mean, I think Pittman's still going to see his production. I don't think any of his production is going to be dipping down at all. So I don't know. I like Pittman. I think with a better, taller, upgraded quarterback, maybe they might not win their division, but I think Pittman will end up kind of rebound from his horrible year.
And it's sad because I think that a lot of people, mainly John Taylor, who I know he had a down year last year, was hurt
last year. Yeah.
But John Taylor, I still think, is a top 10 running back, and Michael Pittman he has the potential to be a top 10 receiver. Right, he's not right now. He's more top 20. But
probably top 15.
maybe you're being a little maybe top 15. But I just feel like this organization lets these talented guys down. They just because they're incompetent. They were bailed out for years because they had Bill Polian as the GM who brought in all this talent, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison,
I love those guys.
Edgerrin James, all these Hall of Fame guys, Jeff Saturday, all these Hall of Fame guys we remember. Peyton Manning. On the defensive side, you had Bob Sanders. Yeah, they were low. Dwight Freeney. They were loaded year after year after year because they had a damn good GM, and they had.
Here we go. Well, if they didn't get. If they didn't get
Will Levis! My phone just dropped. Will Levis!
If they didn't get rid of Andrew Luck, I think they would.
But that's another generational talent that bails them out, though. It's just they're incompetent. The Colts are dumb.
Big Dog says it's got to be Levis. I even said it too. I said maybe Levis goes to the Buccaneers.
He's the savior. He's the damn savior of the. Don't make me start Kyle Trask this year. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Kyle Trask isn't going to be starting. You got fucking Baker Mayfield down there. What are you talking about?
I know, but Baker's Baker's 6-11.
Maybe
Baker's 6-11.
Maybe Baker learned something with being with the Rams.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
You want to see a reaction video? Here you go. This is what you all tuned in for.
Cal. Donovan says Kyle Trask is your
No!
favorite.
Don't do that! Don't! Donovan, no! Mike, this is my co-host from baseball. No! Don't do this. Don't say those things.
Oh, Levis is still available. This is going to be...
that pick comes in, that volume better go up.
Chad says, rip Eli. Rest in peace, buddy.
What? Yeah, Chad's probably right. They'll probably end up taking some random cornerback. Like, by the way, I like the Christian Gonzalez pick from the Patriots. They're so crafty. They don't have Brady anymore, and they're not winning titles or anything. But the Patriots are so damn, especially drafted defense. They just know what the hell they're doing. Gonzalez was projected to be a top 10 pick.
So
I like that pick
what
a lot.
What do you think about? What do you think about Evans? What do you think about?
I think Mike Evans is. I think.
You think he's got one more 1,000-yard season in him? No.
No! 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 That was supposed to be Will Levis. No! No!
That's insane.
No! Why? He was right there.
So Donovan says,
and the Seahawks can still get him at 20. Will Levis is gonna be a damn Seahawk. No, he's gonna stay in the same damn conference. No, don't. No. No. I should take this fucking thing off. Oh God, I want to show my face. Oh God.
So Donovan says, fucking guy puts mayo in his coffee. Boy, ain't right.
So what if I do, Donovan? Huh? It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to.
So Chad says, I have a theory now, by the way.
That Will Levis is going to be a Seahawk. No, that's not a theory anymore. That's about to be a fact, Chad.
So Chad says the Colts will get Levis like rumored.
So what, they're going to take two quarterbacks? What? They're going to run Levis and Richardson out there?
Well, if you think about it now,
what are you doing?
You know, them taking Cansey is almost.
I need another shot.
Have at her, man. Sitting right there.
You know what, guy? And now a word from our sponsor.
No, they're not sponsors. Not at all.
Well, maybe someday. You know what? Jay? You know what? It's Thursday. Yeah, Thirst Trap Thursday. I'll pour you a little bit, buddy. There you go.
You can have that one.
Okay.
I'll do that one.
Okay. Let me know when you want me to stop. Jay's got to work. That's why I ask.
Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. But yes, just not well. So Chad is pulling the old RG3 Kirk Cousins move.
Oh, or the data reference. You guys might know. Eric's an old school fan. Remember the Heath Schuler, Gus Frerotte 94 Redskins draft?
Gus Frerotte. That's fucking old.
And Jay remembers. Yeah, he remembers Gus Frerotte. But yeah, more recent. Cheers. Salute, my friend.
Yep.
But we remember the 2012 draft sooner. You take the projected starter in the first round, number 2 overall, RG3. And then in the fourth round, you take Kirk Cousins, who nobody saw coming, ends up being, a 10-year starter in the NFL. And RG3 was an injury and flameout, back up with the Ravens. So maybe, but I don't see Levis lasting. I don't see him falling. I could be wrong. And you know what? And I'll tip my cap to you, Chad, because you had said before, when we were just streaming that he wasn't going to be taken today. So you know what, Chad? If you're right, tip of the cap, sir. But one of these 12 teams here is going to jump on Will. You have to. He's got too much potential. Who the fuck was he working with in Kentucky? Yeah, I said it. He wasn't working with anybody. He could have been working. Jay, he could have been working with Mike Evans. He could have been working with Chris Godwin. He could have.
But
About the young guy, Cade Otton. He could have helped these guys. Oh God.
how tall? So how tall was Levis?
6'4".
Yeah, tall.
6'4". He's got a brain. He's got size.
So
He worked with nothing in Kentucky.
well, just like for oh, was it Kentucky? Oh, I was thinking BYU for some reason.
No, that's Zach Wilson.
They all have the same fucking colors,
Right,
so,
right.
so that's why I was thinking freaking BYU and my bad. Whoopsie.
Whoops.
That's what I mentioned earlier when we started, with Levis. I'm like,
I'm gonna call BYU is Bus City.
But no,
it's probably Eric. Eric's he's a Florida guy. Eric's a Saints Bucks fan. He knows Eric. No, it was your boy Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is the moron. We should do, guys. We should take another defensive player.
Yeah.
We should take another defense. We got Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield at quarterback. Does that look pretty good to the room? I think it looks pretty good to the room. We're going to roll full speed ahead with Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. More likely Kyle Trask going to be started. Are you trying to tank as a fan of this
there
team?
There it is. Donovan says there's an entire stream with a YouTube short.
You damn right. You damn right. And we'll find a baseball. If the Reds are like 20-72 in sometime in July, we'll have another one. You'll get another great YouTube short right there. Because I'll get on the scene. I'll say, you know what? It shouldn't have been the A's going to Vegas. It should have been the Reds. Yeah, I said it. The hell with the Great American Ball. It ain't Great American anything. Sounds like fucking some broke-ass record from Donald fucking Trump. Get out of here. I don't want to hear that shit.
Well, guys, hey, while we're streaming, make sure you join our Discord, man. It's I'll put our Discord in a link. It's there's a lot of that guy in there. Just
more of this guy. A little bit more of me lately. Because, I've been trying to follow, because, we do a lot of our baseball discussion on there, between me, Jay, and Donovan, and I have opinions. Guys, I don't have a lot else going on up here. I've lost a lot of brain cells, but I got opinions for days. So if you want to see some of them, especially when I think about this damn NFL draft and the fact that Will Levis hasn't been taken yet, go to Discord. And if you can't get enough of the two of us, which we don't blame you for,
right?
Or our good friend Donovan, Chad's been on. Chad's part of the family too. Yeah. If you can't get enough of the four of us, then you know what? Listen to the episode back again. Maybe in the car, maybe when you're in the shower. I know I do. When I'm scrubbing, when I got that Dr. Squatch on my body. I'm listening back to the show. I want to hear this man. I want to hear Donovan's coaching me up on things. I want to go on Spotify, and then I want to go maybe on some Google Play, maybe even some Apple Podcasts.
Oh, those apples taste fucking great.
Nom nom. They're nom nom. They're so good. They're so good. Just like Crown Apple. I don't know if we have any Crown. I know we have Crown XO. We ain't got no Crown Apple though.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
We do.
You know what? If the Buccaneers trade back, I'll tell you what. If the Buccaneers trade back up into the first round and don't take Will Levis, I will have another shot of the crown. I don't care. Don't do this to me. I should have been here the entire time.
Sure.
We missed 10 picks of the draft. That's my fault too. We gave our recap on Bryce Young. Small, has good intangibles, which everybody knows. CJ Stroud, who I think
is going to a good environment, but bad wide receiver core.
Bad receiver core, and he was working with the best at Ohio State.
Yep.
And his good friend Justin Fields is doing the same thing, working with Chicago. So maybe it'll take a couple of years for them to get him some help. And this is the make or break year for Justin Fields. Maybe 2024, 2025 will be the make or break year for. I'm not expecting a lot from CJ Stroud this year. But maybe that's what the Texans are kind of projecting. Like, hey, you give him a year or two.
Maybe 10, 15 touchdowns this year?
No,
passing.
I think there'll be more picks and turnovers, but I think he can put up 22, 23 touchdowns. I do. I think that's totally possible. Not like an all-time rookie season, but
we got Seattle up here, but we'll recap that here real quick afterwards. So
what? It better not be. It better not be Will Levis.
Watch.
Congratulations!
Oh, Jigbot going to Seattle.
That's a. You know what? That's a nice pick. That is a
I think he
Ohio State, their quarterbacks are iffy, Jay, but their receivers always pan out.
Well, I mean, look at Chris Olave. Yeah, that's one right there.
Olave.
I mean, if you look at Michael Thomas, I mean, look what Michael Thomas done with the Saints. So
the guy said that the receptions record. These are like, and we're just naming like a couple off the top of our head. I think the coach there is Brian Hartline. I think he's the receiver coach at Ohio State. Brian Hartline was a damn good, receiver with the Browns. Like when he was in the NFL, and he was a good
Cowboys up in 6 picks. We see what the Cowboys do. We need wide receivers. We need running back. And I know we need some defensive people too.
Well, at this point with the running back, you're gonna have to wait till later draft.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe your boy from UCLA, Carbonera, goes to Dallas.
Charbonnet, Zach Charbonnet. You think he going to Dallas?
All right. So what does this do? What does this do for Geno Smith now that he's got the big boy freaking Metcalf. He's got freaking
Lockett.
Got Lockett. Now he's got Jigba.
And we forgot to mention the two tight. I love me some Will Dissly.
Oh,
and obviously Noah Fant. I think maybe if they can get some more offensive line help in the second, third round, some mid rounds here. This is a team to reckon with the way they drafted on defense last year, and Pete Carroll being a defensive specialist. Them kind of retaining all the coaching staff from that playoff team last year. They weren't going to beat that San Francisco team was damn good. I mean they went all the way to the NFC title game.
Actually, Jigba was the first wide receiver coming off the board. So.
And none of us thought that it might have been, we thought maybe Jordan Addison. We thought maybe Quentin Johnston from TCU.
Ooh, what if Cowboys go with Jordan Addison?
I think that'd be, what? Honestly, you think because Jerry loves his hometown guys, he loves his, Texas boy. Hook 'em horns, Texas boy. Don't be stupid, Steven. Don't be stupid, Jerry. Go with Jordan Addison, because they don't have a slot guy. They really. I mean,
Brandon Cooks can be their slot guy
but he can be more than that though. I mean, you need strictly a slot guy, and I think Jordan Addison is just as a number 3 slot guy. That is perfect. He could be the best number 3 slot guy in the league. He's got that kind of potential. He ain't fucking. He's not Jamar Chase. He's not JJ in Minnesota. Yeah. He's not that level of talent. He's not Devontae or any of those guys. But you give me a slot receiver that can put up, maybe 75 catches. I'm happy with that. That's a damn good season. Jordan Addison, he's more than if Dallas can get him worked in. I could
probably see
70, 75 catches.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think I can see Jigba. I think he could probably. I think I could see him having 6 or 7 touchdowns.
I think
with that offense,
if one of those 2 main guys gets hurt, I don't know how much they're going to work him in, because it might still be a Lockett and DK centric, target.
Let's see,
target party, and you forget my boy, Swain.
Yeah.
Who's their number 3 guy? I think
know, it's that's gonna be some. I mean, that's some good debate right there because if depends on who they're playing that week. I think Jigba can actually probably. I think Jigba would be hmm. I think he can be actually. Let's see here. I think Jigba can see maybe 600 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's quick, he's fast, he's nimble. I mean, he's got some good route running to him. I mean, I guess it all depends on too is how much press coverage did he see playing in Ohio. That's gonna be the key right there. That's gonna be the main thing right there. How much press coverage did he see with whoever they played? How much of the DBs were jamming him at the line of scrimmage? I guess that's gonna be the key right there.
Then that's a good point. I'm gonna say, you know what? Just projecting and seeing what he put up at Ohio State and seeing what some of these Ohio State guys have done, I'm going to say 750 and 8 touchdowns. I'm going to say Lockett gets hurt at some point because he's due. Lockett's a smaller guy. He's starting to get up there, long in the tooth a little bit. Maybe he loses a step finally. I mean, Lockett's been a speedster his entire career. Yeah. Maybe he finally loses that step that everybody loses. And they're gonna get Jigba in there, and he's gonna have to be the complement to DK, which ain't the worst thing in the world. DK Metcalf, you can do a lot worse at your number 1 receiver than DK Metcalf. I'll tell you that. This guy's pretty damn good. Just my initial impression. I'm gonna say, Jay. Just initial projections. This will change. We're gonna do fantasy stuff towards later in the summer. We'll get back into the football stuff, and we'll maybe project, for Jigba or some of the Seattle guys. But my initial impression: 758 touchdowns, rookie year. That's a damn good rookie season.
Yeah, I think with Seattle kind of being rejuvenated. They got Geno Smith there now so I think everybody kind of wants to root around Geno Smith. They got freaking Walker. I think Walker's going to have 1,000.
Kenneth Walker, yeah.
I think I can see him with
a fucking animal.
I can see him with 1,000 yards.
He stays healthy, Jay. He might get like 13. This guy is fucking.
So all right, does the Chargers take a running back?
Oh, receiver. Oh, that's Keenan Allen's replacement. Finally, they're taking Keenan Allen. Jay, he was hurt this year.
Holy shit.
And you know what? Mike Williams, he's been damn good, but he's not elite. Maybe they're finally like, fuck it. You know what? Keenan Allen can't stay. He was elite at one time. Can't stay healthy. Mike Williams doesn't have that next. He's a damn good number 2. He's never going to be a number 1. You know what? Let's go get our number 1. Let's go. You know what? If this guy pans out, he does. Look at him. I mean,
I think. Well, if
he's boom or bust, he can either be a number 1, a Chase Jefferson level number 1 guy, or he can be a bust. Where Chase Claypool. That I think somewhere between Jamar Chase and Chase Claypool. That's where he ends up. What do you think?
That's crazy. With him getting freaking the Dallas offensive coordinator. I like Kellen Moore.
I love Kellen Moore.
I love I was a little bit at first. I was a little bit down on Kellen Moore, but I think what Kellen Moore wants to do, I think will fit with the Chargers, what they want to do. The only downfall is they don't have. I mean, Eckler he's probably there one more year. I think they should have gone with another freaking running back there. Maybe they go running back in day 2 or something. But I think now with Mike Williams there, I mean, they still got a couple other guys there shorthanded too. But
well, Jay, maybe that's what they were thinking though. Maybe because we didn't see Jahmyr Gibbs going to 12. Like we didn't see 2.
I figured Jahmyr would be even going. I figured he'd be going down farther.
I thought maybe end of the first round.
That or I mean him landing somewhere down farther toward the end of the draft.
Coughing up the bullshit because I'm hurting so bad. But I thought, dude, that that Jahmyr Gibbs would be there at 21. I thought I agree with you in that. Okay, they're gonna move off. Obviously, Josh Kelly, the run backup, he's not the answer. Josh Kelly's not gonna be a starting running back. Eckler, if they wanted Eckler long term, which most of these guys don't want to pay a running back, which I get.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean, he wants one more contract, but I mean, the thing about
they're gonna move off.
Maybe this is the year that Isaiah Spiller kind of ramps up a little bit.
You're funny. Oh god.
Hey,
he'll be in the He'll be not even the XFL. He'll be in the USFL next year. That's where Isaiah Spiller is going to be at.
Well, hey, we still got Keaton Mitchell from ECU. So I mean, he maybe
steal of the draft. You know what? If the Chargers come, Chargers come back in the third round and take Keaton Mitchell from ECU, they'll redeem themselves.
I think Chad's getting too cracked up with our jokes that his tooth is hurting. His tooth, but no.
Eli and Jamie, DDS. We're dentists, Chad. We can handle that for you.
It means you need to drink some alcohol.
Get the booze ready, Chad. This is NFL Draft night. What do you got to lose?
Jared, hey man.
Jared, it's Jared.
What do you think about Gibbs going to?
Your beloved Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs.
I want to know what you think, man. Is this gonna be a 1-2 punch? Is this gonna be a Montgomery Gibbs show? Is Swift done? Is he out of there? What's Swift? What's gonna happen to Swift now? Well, I don't know. I don't think I really see Gibbs maybe getting too much work. I think Gibbs maybe sees a couple touchdowns this year, maybe 300, 400 yards. Maybe
that's tough because you take a number, you take a running back 12, and you expect that from day one he's going to be out the gates because a lot of these teams don't want to give a second contract to running back, so they're trying to get their value in the first 3-4 years.
Yeah, so I can't remember what they paid I can't remember what they paid Montgomery, but I mean I think it's what 2 or 3 years. I think it was.
It's not that. I mean they're not paying any of these backs. Yeah. I mean the per year value is just not.
Maybe is Swift going to be on a trading block? Is Swift going to be somewhere else this year? Because if they don't like especially if they get drafted, they drafted Gibbs
up Cincinnati. DeAndre Swift will be a Bengal because Joe Mixon's gonna fuck himself out of playing time.
You still got Kareem Hunt out there. You got Zeke out there yet. I know there's a couple other guys out there yet. So I mean, there's got to be a line spot. I mean,
Kareem Hunt, Zeke, or DeAndre Swift. You know what? And to me, because I think Zeke is shot at this point. I think it's toss up between Kareem Hunt.
I mean,
DeAndre Swift.
Hunt still has something left with it
because he hasn't been used much the last few years. No, he's got a lot of mileage left.
I mean, it's been a 1-2 punch with him and freaking Chubb. So I mean, I think Hunt still got some. He's still got something left in the tank. So if he can go to Cincinnati or if they need wherever he can go, I think he can still be usable. But I mean, so Jared says Gibbs is better than
no, he's asking.
Well,
you gotta put a question mark in there, Jared. You know you confuse us. We got 5th grade South Dakota education.
Go VA. How you doing, man?
Oh my, it's the man himself.
Hey,
the legend.
Yes, go VA. Zay Flowers would be money. I like to see where Zay Flowers does go. I mean, he's Boston College kid. He's Boston College.
What do you think? He's Matt Ryan? What the hell has Boston College produced anybody the last 15 years? Ain't nobody. Zay Flowers reminds me of Brandon. Remember the Kansas City cornerback Brandon Flowers? You know what? I'm gonna say at the end of the first round, the Chiefs take him. That Andy Reid can work with Zay Flowers. He's gonna fall to pick 31.
It's been an interesting.
I'm like Nostradamus. I pick things except for my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No.
Well, I'm sure we can get some more. I would like to do another after the whole draft is out actually done. I mean, I like to kind of would like to go through pretty much where a lot of these guys might go actually in a redraft league. Who are these guys? Would you draft them in a fourth round, fifth round? So a lot of that's the thing I want to know because where would you draft some of these guys? I mean, especially Gibbs. Where would you actually take Jigba? I mean, yeah.
You know what? That's what I'm wondering. You know what? Hold that thought. Jarrett, a Govier popping. Yeah, this is big ticket here. Okay, this is a big deal. We got uh, Joey O. Joey O is coming in a couple weeks. With the baseball stuff, and we got Govier here, big ticket. I mean, we got celebrities in the house. Next thing you know, uh, fucking Logan Paul's gonna pop in.
Right.
Mariah Carey's gonna pop in. People are gonna be commenting left and right because they saw Govier was here.
All right.
He might. He.
Well, Govier, do you think Jigba and Richardson, with Richardson going to the Chargers, who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think is going to be better, Jigba in Seattle or Quinton with the Chargers?
Oh yeah.
That's.
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'll see what Govier says. I'm gonna say Quentin Johnston because I think he's gonna see more touches. He's gonna see more targets because I think Keenan Allen's shot. Mike Williams is gonna get hurt again. That's what he does. Damn good number 2. Some of the other guys on the depth chart.
Oh, well, Govier just look. Zay Flowers went to the freaking. He's with the Baltimore. So now you got freaking.
They're really trying to pander to Lamar, aren't they?
They got Zay Flowers. They got Beckham, and now hopefully, if what's his name can stay healthy.
Rashad Bateman.
I got Bateman on my.
Come on now, it ain't gonna happen.
Now
Zay, you know what? That changed the trajectory of Zay Flowers. Zay, you know what? Because we have enough evidence in a couple of years that Rashad Bateman is not capable of staying healthy for a 17-game season. Odell Beckham Jr. sure as hell ain't going to stay healthy for a 17-game season. So who else are they going to throw the ball to? But Mark Andrews, I mean, come on, Isaiah Likely is probably going to supplant him. At the trading deadline, just watch.
I do like
Mark Andrews is gone. Trading deadline.
I do like.
I like Zay Flowers with Baltimore. I do. I think he could be right up there with Jigba and Quentin Johnston. I do.
I know a lot of time. A lot of us say that, when you go to Baltimore, it's a wasteland. Will this be the turnaround though? Will this be the turnaround to see that offense actually blossom?
1 second. Hollywood Brown, who's not doing shit in Arizona now, but Hollywood Brown had some damn good years with Lamar in Baltimore. So it's not a death sentence. And if Zay Flowers might be 1,000-yard rookie receiver. We might be looking at a sleeper here. There's potential there. I know. Chad's a vulture. Where are you at, Chad? Get in up on that, Chad.
But no, so they got Beckham, they got freaking Zay Flowers now, and then they got freaking
So it's Zay Flowers, Beckham, Devin Duvernay,
Pitt, and freaking we just said he was injured.
Oh, Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, Bateman.
Yep. So those would be like the 4 main guys in the depth chart in Baltimore.
So does Zay Flowers bump Duvernay then?
These are good debates, man.
Yeah. So
I'd say end of the season, yes. Beginning of the season, no, because Duvernay is a proven NFL receiver. That he can put up 6, 7. In a pinch, he put up 6, 7 touchdowns. I don't know that Zay Flowers could do that quite yet. So, but maybe towards it, maybe like a lot with Christian Watson. Remember Christian Watson? We were waiting, and finally at the end of the season, this guy just fucking exploded. And if you picked him up, he probably took you to at least your finals in your fantasy league. Being just a bench guy or your second, third receiver. So maybe Zay Flowers would be a lot in line with that because Bateman will probably come back healthy beginning of 2023. You know Odell's going to be there because they're trying to pan. They just signed Lamar to that deal. They're trying to pander to him.
I think it was what 5 years.
5 years, shit ton of money.
Like 285 million.
Bigger than what
185 million
guaranteed. That bigger when Jalen just got.
Yeah.
So they took care of Lamar. Receivers. Let's see what Jerry's gonna say.
I hacked Jared. This is Logan Paul. I need you, Eli.
I need you, Logan Paul. Give me some of that Prime. Don't you love that Prime energy drink?
Oh, that shit, dude! That shit is.
That's fire. You know what? The Paul brothers are kind of they're sketchy guys,
honestly,
but
I didn't know
some damn good energy.
I didn't know that Prime was actually done by him, so I was like, damn. I mean, I love the blueberry one. The blueberry one,
fucking bomb, diggity. Dude, you know what?
Great.
When remember at WrestleMania when he did that frog splash off the top rope.
So Chad says will lead all rookie wide receivers, but he'll be a number 37 overall. Jay Flowers
you know what?
This is going to be. I think once this all gets through, to see where most of these rookies, we can actually, dude. Chad, let's do this. Once the draft is over, let's see where all the rookies go. Let's get on and let's have a debate on which rookie might be the rookie of the year this year, or which rookie might lead which rookie will lead the rookies this year.
He thinks everything, because this is a damn good debate because they all ended up in similar kind of positions where it teeters. It's like, okay, Quentin Johnston. See, I think Keenan Allen's shot. I don't think Mike Williams is ever going to be a number one. I'm trying to think who's the guy from Washington that kind of popped last year for the Chargers.
The Chargers.
They signed. Washington. I thought they signed a guy for. I'm trying to think of that. There was a Carter.
Oh, Carter. Yeah, he was.
Carter was with Washington, and he had had a couple, and then Josh Palmer. Two of the, but those aren't number. Those are barely. I'd say Josh Palmer's a 3, a really good number 3.
Well, these are late. Like these are guys that you would get late in your draft.
Exactly.
Or waiver wire guys who pick up for the week and you drop.
So, but if Quentin Johnston has the goods, like what we saw throughout the year with TCU, a little bit in that Kansas State, Big 12 title game, he kind of got shut out in the. Title, against Georgia, but I think I think he's got the potential. Zay Flowers, same thing. Odell's got an injury history. Bateman's got an injury history. I'm not sold that maybe Zay Flowers could end up with the number 1 guy in Baltimore. You don't know. Duvernay's not great. He's a probably a good 3. Like, depth chart, not fantasy wise, but. And then you jump over to we don't know where Jordan Addison's going to end up.
Yeah, maybe he goes with the Packers. I know a lot of people are saying he can go to the Packers. That wouldn't be a bad cue. I mean, with them having Watson, what's the other kid too? That was kind of.
Wouldn't that be something if in 2 picks the Jacksonville Jaguar, who they're so good. They subtly came in and they swiped up Calvin Ridley. They got Christian Kirk off the scrap heap from the Cardinals. Christian Kirk's 1,100 yard damn receiver.
I even said that last year that Christian Kirk's going to be 1,000-yard receiver.
Zay Jones, you got for nothing. I mean, this Jacksonville team, they've deceptively just come in and they've surrounded Trevor Lawrence with some pieces. Travis Etienne probably stays healthy, can easily be an 1,100-yard back. Like they got some Evan Ingram who didn't do shit with the Giants, but now is probably a top 5. You know what? I would argue he's going to be a top 5 tight end this year. Absolutely, Evan Ingram,
at least top 10.
At least top 10. Yeah,
at least top 10.
Probably high top 10. Probably 6, 7, 8, somewhere in that. I wouldn't be shocked. He's not. Obviously, nobody's Travis Kelce, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up in that 6-7 range at the end of the year with the combination of touchdowns, receptions, yard. Evan Ingram's damn good. This Jacksonville team, you come in, you know what? You know what? Let's throw fire with fire. Let's go Metallica. Fight fire with fire. And you come in, the knockout punch.
Yeah.
You come in, you get, you know what, Jordan Addison? You know what?
I was Gove, if you're still listening, if you have time, maybe if we can get together, Chad, me, and Eli. If you got time, let me know. Let's all four of us get together. Let's have a debate on all the rookies, and I think that'll be. If you do have time, let me know on that. That'll be.
Oh, the Vikings took Addison. Oh no, no! That changes the game.
Well, shit.
They beat the Jags to the punch.
I think
what were you saying to Joe Govier and Chad?
Yeah, well, I was just saying if Govier's got some time, I know he does a lot of baseball stuff here and a lot of other things.
He's a big deal. He's got stuff going on.
But if you got time, let's get together. Let's get together with Chad and you, Eli and I. Let's get together. Let's have a debate with all the rookies, running backs, and all that stuff. If you got time, let's pick a time. Let's get together and let's have a discussion on that. I think that'll be fun to talk about all the rookies. Yeah, we can go from there. But yeah, it does hurt. Most definitely, that does hurt. And I was actually going to be high on Osborne this year too, as well. With them shipping out freaking Thielen. This does hurt. This honestly does hurt.
Osborne. No, I was too. I was like, this is a legit. He's been a number 2 for a couple of years. He was just kind of working in Adam Thielen's shadow, but now. Okay, KJ's going to get a little spotlight. Well, now it's got that spotlight's been taken away, Jay, by Jordan Addison, because Jordan Addison is going to be the. I said it, probably 20 minutes ago. He has the potential to be the best slot receiver in the NFL. This guy's he's got the goods. He's got the goods, man.
So now we got.
And look at that wardrobe. Look at. You know what? He almost wears those sunglasses as good as you do.
Damn, he's got some good shit going on.
Got some good style.
So now we got Zay Flowers to the freaking Zay Flowers Ravens, Quentin Johnson to the freaking Chargers. Now we got Addison down to the Vikings, and we got Jigba with Seattle.
So we got four guys. This is the 4 pillars of the 2023 receiver draft here. We got some discussion. This is fantastic.
There is a lot we can talk about here.
It's bad news for Osborne. It's bad news for that broken down piece of crap, Keenan Allen. It's bad news for that broken down piece of crap, Rashad Bateman. It's bad news. Bad moon rising, like CCR said. There's just some bad stuff brewing. There's a whole brew of bad going on. But one of these 4 guys is going to pop. We should do a damn segment. We should do a damn show. And you know what? You get the best of both worlds. You get Big Ticket. You get Govier. You get Chad and all his knowledge. You get the 2 clowns. You know, the clown prince of crime, me. And Jay
right
here, get us in a 4-way dance inside of a cage and talk about some rookie receivers. I love it. Let's do it,
dude. I'm down.
I am fucking down. I'm downtown Leroy Brown.
No, it's A-Town down.
A-Town down. It's like Austin Theory. I'm gonna do that flip like he does.
So Chad here is saying, you were talking about Addison and Osborne. The Osborne Addison going to the Vikings. So Chad is saying Osborne still got his Thielen there.
Well, we know JJ is gonna do his thing.
So it does put a damper on him being Devontae to AJ Brown though.
Devontae Smith is the best number 2 in the NFL.
Yeah,
I said it.
Devontae was actually already doing things before even AJ even got
there. yeah. KJ Osborne or Jordan Addison, they're not fucking Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is I said it, the best number 2 receiver in the NFL. And I don't know where he'd go in fantasy. We'd have to discuss that and go. But in my initial opinion, depth charts, every team in the NFL, Devontae Smith is the best number 2.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that for sure. mean, I know last year I said I didn't like Devontae Smith at all, but
He, you know what? But we also said the same thing about Jalen Hurts. Like, he gets some rushing stuff, gets some fans.
well, hey,
Jalen Hurts is top 5. Now he's a world beater.
does Jalen? Do we put Jalen Hurts in with Josh Allen? Do we put him in with freaking Patrick Mahomes?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is he elite quarterback
You
now?
damn right. You know what? I'm done doubting this guy. Absolutely. You know what? If I was in a single year league, just drafting on the fly, I'd take this man in a heartbeat. I'd take Devontae Smith in a heartbeat. I'd take AJ Brown in a heartbeat. I thought maybe they could get their hands on Bijan Robinson because of letting Miles Sanders go. Be interesting to see what the Eagles do at running back. I'll see if they say maybe they take your boy from ECU, maybe in the second, third round, or Charbonnet from UCLA.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we'll actually go up to the Cowboys pick, and then my ass has got to
Jay's got to get Jay's got to go make that money.
2 more picks, and then we're gonna call this
Stramola.
We're gonna end this stream, dude. We loved everybody's freaking comments. It was blowing up. This was fucking great. It was great.
Yeah, no, on a fucking.
We appreciate everybody. Jared, Donovan, Chad, Govey popped up in here. Govey, I appreciate you jumping in.
Eric, Govier, Chad.
All your brother, freaking both your brothers jumping up.
Yeah. Big dog. I think that was Elliot.
Yeah.
Everybody that showed us some love, absolutely. And we love you even if the Lions are shit.
Jared, yeah, that's what Jared, we love you even though the Lions are shit. Jared, no, you're always appreciated, man.
Jared, you're part of the family, and that goes to anybody. You know what? If you didn't see the link at the beginning of the stream, you know what?
I shared it in Discord, and I didn't, I shared it to you a little bit, so we didn't have time. We was pretty much scrambled to get this thing up and rolling and whatnot. So I was able to share it. I was able to share it to just a couple.
Yeah. And share, and sometimes it gets a little old. It's just people, streamers regurgitating shit. But I mean, you really are, we're a close knit family here. Like we don't throw any punches here. I mean, there's no bullshit here. Like, you're part of the family. So, we're busy with our jobs and with other hobbies and interests and everything. But when we get a chance to get on here, these are this is the best part of my day. I worked a long ass day. Jay's about to work a long ass night. This is the best part of my day, getting to talk football with educated minds, guys that have a lot of knowledge, more knowledge than me. I'll openly admit, have more knowledge than
Slacker?
me. I am.
No,
but from just the bottom of our hearts, man. This was on the fly. Like, I didn't bring my laptop up to usually I travel on Thursdays. I didn't bring my laptop with me, and because I didn't even know if we were gonna be able to do this. But this is awesome. Everybody's been active and we thought we'd do it old school. We kind of did this a few times back in the day. We jump on the same stream, same mic, same camera. So we thought this would be kind of cool, but.
Since you were pretty much in town, it was kind of like, well, if you had the time to do it, let's do this.
Absolutely.
Just I was kind of, I wanted to do this for the last couple weeks, just do a live stream with reactions to everything. How's it going to break down? How's it going to affect fantasy? How's it going to affect people already in NFL? Us as fantasy players, how is this going to really affect us going forward? How are we going to look at rookies compared to a lot of the guys already in there? I mean, we already think that Quentin Johnston's already going to surpass pretty much. There's a Keenan Allen replacement already. Keenan Allen is pretty much on his last leg.
He is, guys. He was hurt all last year, and he was Mr. Consistent. 5 years ago or 4 years ago, 6 years ago, not anymore. And I'm thinking the same thing. I've said it openly. I bleed red and pewter. I know Mike Evans is shot too. Okay, he's going to be this year's Keenan Allen. Just watch. It's going to happen. These guys get up. DeAndre Hopkins isn't what he used to be. That's just what, we remember DeAndre 5-10 years ago in his prime, just lighting up the world with Houston. He's not that guy anymore.
I mean, if you think about a lot of these guys, I mean, Randy Moss,
He felt
Des Bryant. I mean, there's so many good guys out there that once they hit their prime, they're done.
they're just it's a decline from there. And why can't Quentin Johnston? There's been a lot of hate. Some of these pundits on some of the some of these CBS, ESPN. I think they're full of shit. I really do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, he got shut down in the title game against Georgia. Who didn't? Georgia has got NFL defensive players all over the goddamn field.
Well, Georgia, Alabama, a lot of those Southern teams are like NFL teams.
He lit up Michigan. Michigan was a damn good, top 10, easily top 10, at times top 5 team in the country.
Jared,
Quentin Johnston let them up.
Jared, I mean, that's how me and Eli are. We're two characters. We love sports. We'll talk about NBA. We'll talk about NFL. We'll talk baseball.
I'll talk anything. I'll talk. The Clippers need to get rid of Kawhi Leonard. You want to talk some basketball? I'll talk about we got the Knicks moving on, Lakers. One game from moving on. I think that's damn good for the NBA. If you have and we know what the Bucks are doing, and hopefully the Warriors move on and beat the King. There's some there's always some great stories in the NBA, NHL. We'll see if the Vegas Knights, who've been great since their inception, maybe the Vegas Knights finally win the cup.
I want to see Seattle beat freaking the Avalanche.
Colorado, yep. Yeah, it'd be great. The Kraken, release the Kraken. We're waiting for, what? Maybe the Kraken, maybe they release the Kraken, they get the cup this year. We don't know. But I've been waiting for Vegas because Vegas has been good since they came to be a few years ago. And so I'd love to see the Vegas Golden Knights win the NHL Cup. NASCAR, Chase Briscoe, he's been tearing it up. Kyle Busch just won the latest race.
Yeah.
So there's some guys there. Kyle Larson.
So
Chase Elliott's back. There's all these different sports. There's storylines. Maybe if you guys ask nice enough, maybe we'll even do, I know Eric does fantasy golf. Maybe we'll do some fantasy golf.
So, honestly, when I first
Little Red Riding Hood.
So when I first thought like Quentin Johnston, he looked like the Bears bust when they drafted what's his name first round with the Bears. Was it
Kevin White?
Kevin White. So
I thought, how'd that work out, Chicago?
So in comparison, I thought Quentin Johnston was like Kevin White. Tall, not fast, couldn't run routes, or maybe Kevin White was in a bad organization, or the fact that he was just too dumb to play.
He was just too dumb to play football.
But when I seen Quentin Johnston, that's what I thought. First of all, that this guy probably won't last a year or 2 years in NFL. He won't be playing or injured. So maybe this is the turnaround. Maybe him will put me in a different perspective that taller guys rule and short guys just drool. So I don't know.
And that's a good point because Jordan Addison I think is 5'11", and so it'd be a good comparison when we're doing the debate of the first round receivers, and maybe there'll be one more, but I know we got all the big names out of the way. So
there's still a few good. Jalen Hott from Tennessee, he's still out there. Hooker from freaking Tennessee, he's still out there. So I mean, there's still a lot of guys out there.
Panthers gonna take the UFL title, Jared.
He's actually gonna see him play live. Yeah,
why aren't we there? That's my question. I've been telling him, we gotta get out more. Fuck Cup Series. Let's talk Arca. We're no, dude. I should have put that in the scroll on Tuesday, Chad. Frankie, remember Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, he's the fucking points leader in Arca.
Dude, a guy that has nothing about fucking NASCAR. He's like, dude, I'm just gonna drive NASCAR. Well, I'm gonna make some left turns, man. I'm gonna make some.
That's
crazy.
That could put them on the fucking map. It'd be like if Megan Fox was the points leader of the Arca. Like,
well, if you think about it, Arca is kind of the
minor league, probably double A.
It's kind of like the minor. It's kind of like the minor leagues in NASCAR. Yeah. mean, you do have females driving up in ARCA. I mean, that's pretty much where you kind of get your start at. If you're good enough, you get into
Got a mix of every. They got
pretty
young
much,
guys, veterans, women, like everybody.
You get kind of into the truck series. Um, truck series is next because I mean, fuck, there was. I mean, I don't mind watching the truck series. I mean, you got some Craftsman or Crawford or whatever. There were some, there were some guys that were
back in the I remember Joe Crawford back in the day. Todd Bodine.
Yeah, those guys were
Matt Crafton.
Yeah, Matt Crafton.
Oh yeah,
that's the guy I was thinking of. So I mean, he was.
That's where Kyle Busch started out.
Yeah. Oh, he actually he's got a truck there. He's here we go. We'll figure out who the Bills take.
Oh, the I knew they were going to replace Dawson Knox's punk ass. Yes,
damn, dude.
Dawson Knox is done. They came to the conclusion I did. He's a bum. He can't. No. Yes. I'm conflicted. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. You call you. I was a Michael Maher guy from Notre Dame, but Jay called it. He said Kincaid's the number 1 tight end. He said it, and now we have the proof in the pudding. Kincaid, first round tight end. Now, fantasy question: how soon does he supplant Dawson Knox, or do they work together?
I think this at first. I think this is gonna be like a 1-2 punch. I think Doc's, because Knox was.
That's all he does is touchdowns. Maybe Kincaid will be more of the receptions guy. Maybe that's why they got rid of McKenzie. Some of the receivers.
So maybe this is Kincaid. Maybe he does get. I mean, I think he does maybe get a few. He could probably get a few touchdowns in there. I think Kincaid could probably see 400, 500 yards receiving at least.
Easy.
One or two touchdowns with the Bills.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on who else they get. They got. I know they got quite a few guys that. I know they got. I'm trying to think here now.
Well, obviously
they got Diggs.
They got Diggsy.
Yeah, they got Diggs.
Shakir.
Yeah, Shakir. Oh yeah, after they let go, I think Shakir is going to see a bump and rise. He was
another
last year. Yeah. So I think
late round guy that you should look at, Shakir.
Yeah, so I think Shakir will be. Yeah, I think Shakir could be a number. I think he'd be a good.
I think he'd be a damn good 3.
A good Absolutely. 3. Then you got is it McKenzie? No. Gabe
Davis. He's a solid 2.
Yeah, he's the 2. So I think,
Dalton Kincaid could come. Yeah, I like that pick. You know what? Stack the odds around. You got to compete with the Bengals. You got to compete with the Chiefs. You got to the Jags now. Ravens are going to cut. If Lamar's healthy, they're going to come back reloaded. They're especially the second half of the year. The Ravens have the second best defense, so Ravens are going to be back to being competitive. So you got to deal with some heavy hitters in the AFC. Yeah. And if the Broncos get their shit together, Raiders get their shit together.
Yeah.
So there are teams up the ass in the AFC. I don't. It's an arms race. I don't blame the Bills for taking Kincaid there. In terms of, like Jay was saying, immediate fantasy value, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns, rookie season. I think that's definitely attainable.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, with especially whoever they have on the field or whoever they're playing. I think I know Allen likes his tight ends. I mean, if he didn't like him, he wouldn't be throwing to him. So I mean, Kincaid fits right in. Jared says at least the Lions didn't take Kincaid. I think Kincaid would have been awesome in that position too. I think he with them with the two tight ends they had there, they didn't know who was 1A or 2B or 1A 1B or whatever hell it is. I think if Kincaid could have came in, I think Goff would have liked him.
But in his defense, I think a better fit there being a Midwest kid. I think Michael Maher from Notre Dame might be a better fit if the Lions take him in the second round.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like, where you're going to be happy, where you're going to produce. Like, they took Aiden Hutchinson, the Michigan kid last year.
Yeah.
Was an absolute stud.
Yeah,
so
the Lions are coming around.
Get these Midwest kids that already are used to playing up north and want to be there, and you draft them. He's got, Michael Maher can play. Absolutely, he can play. I don't, Michael Kincaid or Dalton Kincaid might end up being a better pro. Probably will, but Maher not bad. I mean, look, who are they working with? I mean, since they traded away Hawkinson,
Lions will probably take Mayer at 34.
Yeah, I would. I totally would. I would absolutely. Jared, absolutely. But you know what? Because the Lions are a little smarter than my beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because we didn't draft you know who. You know who I'm talking about, Jared? I'm talking about Will Levis. We didn't take Will Levis.
All right, guys, we're getting down to the last pick.
We've been waiting. We got the Bucs in. Now we're gonna get the Cowboys in, and Jay's got to get to work. So like I said, we want to thank everybody for tuning into the stream. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. This was great. A lot of discussions about Stroud, Bryson, Addison, Quentin Johnson, freaking Jigba. So Bijan, yep. Yeah, Will Levis is trash. So before we get out,
you know what? You see, Jared, you see this? You see this? I'm about to go Kobe with this. You got a trash can in here somewhere?
No, just toss it, Rev.
You know what? This is for you, Jared. Right here, Kobe. Oh, I got it in the cup too. There was a cup on the table. I got it in the cup just for you, Jared. That's what I think about your Will Levis take. You're wrong.
All right, guys. So, is there you guys before we get up out of here? Is there another running back that goes off, or is there another wide receiver that goes off before the end of the draft? If there is, put in comments real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
So I gotta get back to the hotel because I gotta watch some HBO.
It looks like
and have some special time, and then Jay's gotta get to work, and the rest of you guys probably gotta get some sleep. Probably got to review the draft yourself. Got to look into your dynasty league. Got to look in.
That reminds me, you got to join that dynasty league.
Too. I do, and he was telling me about that. As you guys know, I'm open about it. I haven't done a dynasty league before.
This is my first year as well, so
Jay's opening it up. It's a 10-man dynasty league. He's opening up the doors. It's like opening up the doors of heaven. He's like, come on in. The water's fine. So you know what? I'm gonna take him up on that. I'm gonna do a dynasty league. Because I need to know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna jump head first right into that lake, right in there, and and you're gonna get the two of us in a 10-man dynasty. What could be better? So, and I wish there was more open. You know what? I wish there was more open spots because we'd invite more of you guys. Maybe we should expand to 12.
Right.
Like watching Taxi Cab Confession. Yeah, that's exactly. How'd you know, Jared?
Hey, that's actually kind of funny. Or was it? No, there was that game show where in the HBO or
Game of Thrones.
No. There was that game show where that guy picks up
Blind Date.
No, it wasn't Blind Date.
That was on WB, I think.
No, it was that game show where they send back a taxi, you get so many right, and then you get money at the end of it or whatever. It was like on TNT or some shit. I can't remember whatever that was. It was a game show where they ride in a taxi.
You know what? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Donovan says, "I want in."
Yeah, you should.
Well, honestly,
you know what? You got a little sway these days. You're kind of a big deal. Once you push. Oh. Of course, it's some random defensive tackle. You guys never take this.
Smith?
He'll probably be productive for you guys. He'll be productive. But Dallas never taken the last sexy pick you guys
took.
From
Michigan. So I mean,
last sexy guys.
It's got to be. Well, this will help honestly, if you think this will help our defense be a lot better. We needed another defensive tackle.
He's a stud. I mean, Michigan's defense.
This will round good with DeMarcus Lawrence. Our other guy on the other defensive side. This
I love your guys. I mean, I love Van Bosch in the linebacker core.
Yeah.
And then who's the stud cornerback you guys had?
Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs.
That's the other Diggs. Stefan's brother.
So you guys are building a nice little defense there.
And we kept the defensive coordinator. We kept him from Atlanta, so he decided to stay with Dallas. So our defense is going to be fucking great.
I think what's his name? He was Seattle's defensive coordinator. He was Atlanta's head coach. No, but he was the Seattle defense coordinator before. Remember the Legion of Boom?
Oh, maybe he was. Yeah, maybe he was. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know you're
Yeah.
Atlanta head coach. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, no, he's a great defensive mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no excuse. You know what? There's no excuse. You know, if Dak, we always say that if Dak can just step it up. He was a couple years ago before he got hurt. I think it was 2020.
Yeah, dude, he was
2021. Like Zach was, or Dak was tearing it up. I mean, he was like the number one fantasy quarterback. So
he was.
He's like got the potential to like put up 5,000 yards. He's got the potential to put up 35 touchdowns. It's just getting him to that point. Obviously, this doesn't help with the defensive pick, but
no.
You know, it's just you need to one of these. It's like Cam Newton. Cam Newton had one good year in 2015. They went to the Super Bowl. You just need one of those kind of years from Dak. You need like an MVP kind of year where he pops, does something that's un-Dak like. And with this defense and with this coaching staff, like Dallas can win a Super Bowl. They really can. They weren't that far. They almost beat San Francisco in the divisional playoff game.
It was.
They're not that far off.
No, I think we just need a few more pieces, and I think Dallas. It's going to come down to I think the Eagles or Dallas this year again. It's going to be another Eagle Dallas repeat, probably more likely championship Eagle Dallas. I don't really see any of these other teams.
I like in terms of a team outside of that division. I like Seattle. I like where Seattle's going.
Yeah, we can. There's a lot we can talk about now for sure.
Absolutely.
But well, guys, hey, make sure we're gonna get up out of here. We loved everybody who jumped in our chat. We loved everybody that was commenting. Fucking fantastic. It made for a great fucking show. But yeah, make sure before we get up out of here, I'll make sure to join our Discord. It's fun, random. I know it's building. Let's put it that way. Our Discord is building. It's getting to be a little bit more active.
I'm gonna do the greedy here.
Eli's doing the gritty off screen. But yeah, make sure you also make sure you guys join our Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and follow us on Spotify as well. If you don't catch our live streams, so go there and you can catch our audio versions of our streams. And is there anything else, Eli?
Jay covered everything. Yes, that Jared, you have yourself a good night. Get some rest. But no, you guys, if you haven't jumped on Discord, you're gonna do that. If you haven't rewatched the show on Spotify, you're gonna do that too, because it's easy to do. I love me some Spotify. So does Jay. A couple other places, Google, Apple. You know what? And if you haven't watched one of our Tuesday streams lately, we've been doing a lot of baseball. So if you guys like baseball, tune in. Learn a lot from Donovan, spitting seeds himself. Learn a lot from Jay. I'll provide some comedy, and have a good time. Good hour 15 stream. So if you guys want to tune into that, we've been doing that a lot of Tuesdays, and we're probably going to continue doing that because it's been a lot of fun. I love streaming with those two. So expect us back Tuesday. So Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back again. And if you haven't checked out some of our, some of the family, if you haven't checked out some of their shows, obviously Govier, was nice enough to pop on tonight and comment and watch some of the stream. Govier has a fucking awesome show. So, go watch his streams. Absolutely, heavy on the baseball. So if you love yourself some baseball, even more so than us, go watch Govier's show. Chad's been a contributor to a bunch of different shows, especially on the Palazzo network. And Chad is, we love Chad. Chad's part of the family. So there's, extended family to Out of Rhythm. So, go support all of them. And, we want to just thank everybody. I mean, it's when you comment, it makes our life easier, gives us stuff to bounce off of. I mean, we prepare stuff ourselves, but it makes it a lot easier, especially on a on the cuff stream like this that we didn't even know if we were going to be able to do. So, it's been a lot of fun. I want to thank all you guys, and
make sure you follow Donovan.
Yep, Spitting Seeds on
BB Twitter, and Spitting Seeds on Discord as well. I'll put that. I'll jump that up in our comment section as well too. So, let me get there.
Get them hashtags
right.
I'm gonna do the Grady again.
Oh my God. Yeah, Eli's doing the gritty outside the door, so whichever. All right, guys, have yourselves a lovely evening. Finish the draft. Comment in Discord, wherever you want to just comment at. We'll have some more discussions afterwards. I know day 2 is coming. I won't be actually. I'll only be working Friday. Maybe I'll do another live stream Friday. If somebody wants to pop in, we can talk about that too. I'm not working tomorrow, so hey, if you guys want to do a live stream tomorrow, let me know. Hey, I'm down for another live stream tomorrow, so we can discuss whatever you guys want to discuss. So if anybody wants to jump in, let me
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, if anybody wants to jump on with Jay, like I said, I usually travel back late.
Maybe you can pop in late.
I'll see if he's still going. Maybe I'll pop in, but it's usually when I travel back because I work weekends for FedEx and Amazon Flex, and but no, I'll see maybe if I can chime in too. But yeah, absolutely, Jay will definitely be on tomorrow night if he's off. So do that, and tomorrow night round 2 and 3. Yes, Jared, gonna do some more drafting. Gonna do some more draft. You know what? A lot of these second, third round picks, they end up being stars. They end up being stars, especially the running backs.
Yeah,
a lot of running backs pop from the set. Miles Sanders, that name right there. He mid round pick. He wasn't some number top 5, top 10 pick. No, I mean, there are some productive guys coming up that definitely can help an offense that can upgrade places. It's not all the top 31 picks that are going to upgrade. It could be the top 150 picks that upgrade positions.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back soon. And if you don't get me tomorrow, you're going to get me, Donovan, and Jay on Tuesday. So tune in and be a heavy dose of the of the fastball, the curveball,
the
spitter. We're gonna do a little bit of everything.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next time.